Are you all ready for a taste? Well, good morning. How about some biscuits this morning for breakfast? I've made these biscuits before, kind of, sort of. I've made 2 ingredient biscuits. Self-rising flour and evaporated milk. Makes a pretty good biscuit. Of course, you got to roll it out and pat it out or whatever you're going to do to it and cut it and bake it. My mother used to do a drop biscuit. I don't have her recipe. My mother didn't write a lot of recipes down. Her cooking was wonderful. Everybody loved it. But her recipe was in her mind. She'd say, yeah, you had a little bit of this. And luckily I was around some of that time, so I picked up on some of it. I remember her making drop biscuits. She'd just mix everything up into almost a liquid. She could scoop it out with a big spoon and put it in the skillet or pan or however she was going to cook them. Today we're going to put them in the air fryer. I've got my biscuit pan. It's been coated with butter. So let's get this recipe going and see what happens. I very seldom buy self-rising flour. I always have all-purpose. This regular Wally World. So I'm going to put 2 cups in here. And to that, I'm going to put 2 teaspoons of baking powder. A teaspoon. There you are. I've made my own self-rising flour that way. I am going to add, just for a little crispiness on the biscuits, I'm going to add a half a teaspoon of baking soda, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, 1/2 of a teaspoon of baking soda. I'm just going to stir this around and make sure it's all incorporated. I'll put a touch of salt. This is pink salt. How much? Just a little, just to offset the flavor. I've got my air fryer, my Ninja over here, my Ninja countertop. I think it's a 101. I can't remember exactly the model of it. But I've got it preheating on the bake setting at 350 degrees. So that's pretty good right there. So I've got some that's open that I use for my coffee. It's not going to be enough. I don't even know how much was left in there, but what you want to do, you just want to get this moist enough. You can see it. Now it's clumping up just enough I could probably roll it out at this point. But I want to make a drop biscuit. So you want it pretty liquid. Get another can of evaporated milk open. I remember my mother doing this, and the evaporated milk's got a pretty good amount of butter fat. I remember sometimes it would get, when she'd do the drop biscuits, it'd get too liquid. And it's almost there. She had to add just a little bit more flour to it. Biscuits were always great. Like I say, you're not going to roll these out or anything, and you don't want to overmix them. You overmix biscuit dough or bread dough, that's when it gets tough. I mean, it's different if you're doing yeast doughs and you have to knead it and all that good stuff. And I'm going to knead this biscuit dough this morning. I'm going to knead it for a biscuit. That ought to be good enough. You can see that? No way. Yeah, I'm going to add just a little bit more. You see that right there? It's just about there. Boys and girls, it's just that easy. Alright, let me get a scooper here. I got my proportionate scoop. I don't know what ounce this is or what size it is. What I'm going to do before I scoop my biscuit dough with this, I'm going to spray it with non-stick. Just make it so much easier. Oh yeah, it's ready. So I'm just going to take and scoop into it. Can you see those? Those are Drop Biscuits. The air fryer's been going, it's heated up. And you can see why somebody would want to do Drop Biscuits, especially for a crowd. Get your big sheet pan, get it buttered, whatever you cook them on. You can just scoop them out, put them on there, scoop them out, no rolling, no cutting. Let's get these in the air fryer. It's going to be hot in here. It's got about 10 minutes left after it's preheated. I didn't forget it. It's gone. It's got about 10 minutes left. I put it on to preheat. It took me 7 minutes to make these biscuits, or 8 minutes, and so bring it back here in just a little bit. Now, could you use regular milk in this? I don't think it has the butter fat. I could be wrong, but I don't think it has the butter fat of canned milk. I just know my mother used it in all of our biscuit recipes. She used it in our mashed potatoes, gravy. It was always on the shelf, so we always had a need for it, and she always used it, and it was so good. If you have gravy that is made with regular milk, and then you have one that is made out of evaporated milk, there's no doubt there's a difference in the flavor. Now, depending on what you were raised on, that may be different. You know, you may not like the evaporated milk flavor. You may like regular whole milk or 2% or whatever. For years, I was raised on cow's milk that we milked. So, we'd milk it, bring it. We had an old fridge on the back porch. Mother would strain it and pour it up in these big mouth gallon jugs. As it cooled down during the day, the cream would rise to the top. You've probably never heard that. That just means the good stuff would come to the top, which it would. I heard my dad would scoop that off or tilt it to the side and pour the milk off and leave the cream there. And that milk, without the cream, almost had a blue tint to it. And because of that, everybody I know that was raised on a farm or a ranch that had cows that they milked, or they got milk from someone that was, you know, hand milking, that milk was called Blue John. Have y'all ever heard of that? Because it's kind of had a blue tint. So, and you could take, once you had your cream off of it, you could try to mix some of it back in, but it never mixed in 100%. So I grew up, I don't know what that milk, I don't know what they call that. I don't know if it's 1%, 0%, but the cream was taken off because they use that cream to make our butter. That's a simple process. I'm going to tell you, it's very simple. You can do it in a blender at your house, stand mixer, whatever. You can do it in a jar. You put a little cream in a jar, put a touch of salt in it, and get your arm workout. Shake, shake, shake. Get you some good music, and shake that, and shake it hard. And don't let your wife come in and say, "What are you doing over there?" "Oh, I'm shaking my butter, making my butter." She think you done having a fit or something, but you'll see it start to separate. These little yellow flakes come out. You just keep on, and pretty soon you'll have butter. You pour off the whey. I know that's what that's called. That's the liquid left after the butter. You know that deal about curds and wheys? That's what that is. The curd is the butter coming off of that cream, and the whey is what's left over. So, and I'm gonna tell you, it don't have much of a flavor at all. So I think there's a nursery rhyme or something about that. My life as a kid and butter and milk. We didn't go to the store and buy a gallon of milk. In the first place, the store was about 6 or 7 miles away. And we had a cow that we fed every day, and we milked twice a day, and sometimes we had 2 cows. And if we had that, we'd have some baby cows and put that on there, so we'd milk them and put the milk right out of the cow into a bucket and feed those baby calves out. Let me check on these biscuits and see what they look like. And I've got an idea about these biscuits. I'll tell you when I get back. Remind me. Let's see if they're rising in here. Oh yeah, it's coming together. It's going to take a lot longer to cook, probably 20 minutes or so. I'm going to up the time on it. There it is. Reset it again. Bring you back here in a little bit when those things are done. All right, let's get these biscuits out. I got busy and didn't pay attention. I think I've almost burnt them. I show you, I'm the real deal. I'm a home cook. I ain't no professional chef. Don't do as I do. Do as you do. Pay attention. It's early and I was doing some other stuff. I kind of peeked in there and it looked like it was getting pretty brown. Oh yeah, pretty brown. I mean, nothing crazy. I caught it just in time. You can see those baby boys. Listen to them. They're done. You can check them. Of course, you can see they're brown. You can kind of, that hollow sound like a hollow watermelon. I mean, a good watermelon sound. All right. So what I'm thinking is, like I said, I've never done drop biscuits. Kind of separate them out here. But I got a feeling. Let me get this offset spatula. I got a feeling you could shred some cheese, like cheddar cheese, in on these. So anyway, you could take, when you're making these, shred some cheddar cheese and put some garlic in it. I believe you might have like not Long John Silver's, Red Lobster type cheddar biscuit. And I do love those things. I might try that another time. Right now, let's get this biscuit cut apart and see what it tastes like. Got a great texture. I mean, I can tell that just by cutting it in two here. Ain't she pretty? Well, it smells really good. It's like awesome smell. Now I'm going to take a bite of it, but you know, you got to have just a touch of butter for any good taste of a biscuit. Are you all ready for a taste? right, let's get a bite. Maybe it's cooled down by now. Butter's still melting really good on it. My mouth is watering. That's a great drop biscuit. Yeah, it's good. Great flavor. Goodness. I don't mind if I do. All right, there you are, boys and girls. How to make drop biscuits. Pretty simple. Don't have to worry about getting the rolling pin out. There you are. Mix and drop and eat. It don't get no easier than that. No rolling it out, no cutting them out. That's a winner in my book. And the taste is great. By the way, thank y'all so much. I appreciate it so much, y'all being here on my channel. It gives me an incentive every day to get up and do videos. I know most of my videos are in the morning. That's when I've got energy, I'm telling you. By the afternoon, my gas tank is running low because I'm in heart failure. I'm doing okay, but you know, I know what I can do and what I can't do. I'll see y'all in my next video. A country boy can cook. He's out of here.